lapangan. Are y'all ready? Kicau, kicau, kicau mania. Kicau, kicau, kicau mania. Kicau, kicau.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Haikal and today I want to advertising my book named Classroom Communication and Diversity and Changing Instructional Practice. Second edition, written by Robert G. Powell and Donna L. Powell. So, let's check it out. Imagine the situation. A teacher calls a student to read out loud in class, but the student just stay quiet, says nothing. The teacher asks again, still silent. The teacher gets angry and says, if you don't read, you will lose your recess time. And then the student just gets up and walks out of the classroom. Was that student being bad? Was he rude? Or was there something the teacher didn't understand about that student? So the story is real, and today I want to share a book that helps us to understand why that happened and how to fix it. The book is called Classroom Communication and Diversity and Changing Instructional Practice, second edition, written by Robert G. Powell and Dinah L. Powell, and published by Routledge in 2010. This book has one main message. Good communication is the heart of good teaching. It is written for teachers, both new and experienced ones, and also for educational students like us who want to understand how to communicate well with all kinds of students. The book is divided into 4 parts. First, the basic of classroom communication. Second, understanding diversity, like culture, gender, and students with special needs. Third, how to build good relationship with students. And fourth, the best teaching strategies for diverse classroom. Now, let me tell you what I think great about this book. First thing, it used real stories. Remember the student I told you about at the beginning? His name is Desmond. He is a Native American boy. In his culture, staying silent shows respect. But his teacher didn't know that. And this situation became a big conflict. This kind of real story makes the book easy to understand and easy to remember. So the second strength is it combines 2 fields of study. Most education books only talk about one thing, either communication or teaching methods. But this book combines both, so you get a more complete picture. Third strength, it's very practical. Every chapter has activities, discussion, question, and websites you can visit. Chapter 9 even gives you a real lesson plan template you can use directly. So the fourth strength is it sees diversity as something positive. Many people think diverse students are difficult or challenging, but this book says no. Diversity is like a crystal. Every student brings something unique and beautiful to classroom. Fifth strength, it covers all kinds of diversity: race, culture, gender, social class, learning disabilities, everything discussed. No student is left out. But of course, no book is perfect. So let me be honest. I want to tell about the weakness from this book. So, the first weakness is the examples are mostly from America. The stories, data, the research, almost all of it is from US schools. So, if you are a teacher in Indonesia or another country, you need to think about how to adapt the ideas to your own context. So, the second weakness, the technology chapter is a little out there. Chapter 9 talks about technology in the classroom, but the data is from around 23 to 27. We now live in the age of AI, TikTok, and online learning. So, some of the examples feel a bit old. And third weakness, some parts are quite heavy to read. For students who are new to communication theory, some section can feel complicated and hard to follow without the help of a lecturer or the teacher. But this weakness don't make the book bad. They just mean you need to read it with an open and critical mind. So, why should you read this book? Let me speak directly to you. If you are studying to become a teacher, or if you are already a teacher, this book is for you. Think about this. Every day in the classroom, you are communicating. Every word you say, every question you ask, and every time you call on a student, that is a communication. But there's the problem. Not all students come from the same background. Not all students think the same way. Not all students feel safe to speak up in class. So, if you don't understand that, you might accidentally hurt a student. Not physically, but emotionally. Just like what happened to Desmond in the first what I told to you. How many students like Desmond are sitting in classroom right now? Students who are quiet, not because they are lazy or bad, but because nobody tried to understand them. This book gives you the tools to understand them. It helps you become not just a smarter teacher, but a kinder one, a more aware one. This book, Classroom Communication and Diversity, second edition by Robert G. Powell and Daniel Powell, published by Routledge, whether this is your first year as teacher or your 20th. This book will remind you of the most important thing in teaching. It's not about the lesson plan, it's about the person in front of you. Thank you for your listening and watching my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Labanang al